Welcome back to the Sailboat in Chelsea channel. My dreams came through when I bought a 30-foot Beneteau sailboat. I've been sailing since age 10 and previously owned a dinghy, which I sold almost 4 years ago. The sale funded my adventures in France, and I set my intentions to buying a project boat I could live aboard when returning to finish university in Trinidad. Bit by bit, I've been getting projects done and ticking them off as I go. Today, however, there's a storm approaching, and so getting my rigging sorted out is at the top of the list. Tucked away at the bottom of the Caribbean archipelago, Trinidad is rarely affected by direct hits of hurricanes. However, the feeder bands from these hurricanes and storms heading north still affect us. Today it's bright and sunny right overhead and to the west, but from the east, dark clouds are rolling in. The rigging inspection that I had done highlighted some issues, such as primarily this broken tang, which I got replaced, and these broken wires towards the bottom of the cap shrouds. And so here we are now as Gary changes out the tang and then makes a shocking discovery, which leads me to Budget Marine, and the rain is down. One of the bolts holding the tanks in place was broken, so I had to go get a new bolt, and I replaced both of them at once. And like what I did with the tang, because this was just so much more affordable to replace both at the same time. Now the tangs are back in, and the attention is moved to the cap shrouds, which the entire length, the 73 feet of stainless steel wire, like 119, is being changed out. Yet again, the weather went from bright and sunny to rainstorm to bright and sunny, and now we're overcast again, looking out for the rain. And it's down, but they didn't get down in time, so they continued working a bit in the rain, but not for too long. Tropical Storm Elsa is getting closer to Barbados, and the conditions here are, let's just say, deteriorating. So I'm making it my business to do what I can to protect the boat. For much the last 2 weeks, the rigging has been loose because the lower shrouds were unattached, where I had to change the tanks. But now that everything's rigging-wise sorted out, I'm just trying to get all of the lines in order. I got off the phone with Uncle Reggie, who I grew up sailing with, and he suggested that it's good seamanship to get those lines together, and that there'd be less of a strain on the rigging if the winds do go up to anything ridiculous. I reckon that I'd have to change out a lot of the running rigging, which has just been sitting in the sun for, I guess, the better part of 10 years. So that's an upcoming expense, but we've got time. Also, the naked winch that you can see there is winch number 5 that I'm working on, and that leaves me with just one more to service. I don't know why I thought I'd get all of these done in one day, and that has just not been the case. Oh yeah, there it is, the last one to be serviced, and then I would go on to the roller furler and see what I can do with the capstan. I'm not sure that there's much to be done. Okay, so I just have to secure one more line on the mast, and then the last thing to do would be to move the Decathlon towel that I've been using as a shade for the last few weeks. The things in Trinidad is still locked down, so I haven't been able to purchase the cloth to make the shade that I wanted to make, so I just had to use what I had. Well, now the rigging isn't... Whoa. Now the, none of the lines on the rigging are making a ruckus. Everything's nicely affixed. And I have the jib halyard around the roller furler. In the background you can really see those clouds. It's super dark. And there's lightning. Alright, I'm gonna head out now. This is what the river near to my house looked like before it went on to rain all night long. As rainy and windy as it was by me, my heart really went out to the folks who were actually affected in more serious ways by this. Some in Trinidad and some on the other islands. Looks like Sailboat Chelsea survived. There they go. So I'm a real big fan of Coexist, but unfortunately, not when it comes to aunts sharing a home on my boat. Right, so now we have an unboxing. I have two packages here. First one, it's in a nice big envelope. This is from the Customs and Exiles opens it when it reaches into Trinidad. And we're going to open it from there too. Cheers! Yes, it's Jose. It's supposed to be Jose. So, what do we have in here? We've got a set of waterproof cases. 3 different sizes. Good one for the passport. So, yeah. Thank you. Also from Jose. Ooh, sticky, sticky. We have some quick reference navigational charts. I love these things, not just for, you know, like when they're actually needed, but just to read. Like, my dad had a bunch of things like these and I would always just read them whenever I was allowed because they're not toys. But yeah, I absolutely love them. Just show you like some cardinal marks, lateral marks. What's that? Like entering ports, like red, right, returning. And next up, this is from another one of my subscribers who saw it fit to send me something from my wish list. Of course, I'm also always super appreciative of these things because they're things that I, in some cases, would like. They're things that I need in other cases, and it makes a big difference. Of course, don't go like, you know, don't go putting yourself in debt to support me. But if you got a little something extra and you feel like getting something off of the wish list, the link is always in my bio and you can get it there. So let's see now. What is this? Well, it's a bizarre little box. Oh. Oh no, did I open it from the bottom? So, from Suzanne. Thank you! Cheers, Suzanne. Whoa, I look super happy here. Let me take this moment to thank my shells, Juliana and Rob, and to all the other supporters. You lot are awesome and I really appreciate what you've been doing. Thank you. Does this look familiar? Does it? Does it? Does it? And we also have, I really wanted one of these, a sunglasses holder. Which in my case would not be a sunglasses, but a glasses holder. So, cheers, Suzanne. What you're probably most interested in is this over here, the Whale Gusher manual foot pump, which will replace, let me show you. It will replace, where is it? Can you see it? That. Actually just went to Budget Marine and I priced the the cost of getting the hoses replaced. So let's have a quick look. Wow. It's only when you see what a new one looks like that you can really appreciate how well used and well loved your present one is, because this is like white. Cheers a million. Thanks a lot, Jose and Suzanne. So apart from this bit of water which came in via the hatch, even though the hatch is locked, I think this bit's the mechanism here seems to let water in the lock-in part of it. So even when I lock, it still drips through right there. That explains this water. There's a little bit of water from where the two boards come here. There's a little bit of space. Just through that little hole there. And I had some water here. I've wiped it off already. Any water, and no, it's dry. Oh no, there's like a smidgen of water. Let's dry it up. And so from the looks of it, Sailboat Chelsea weathered her first storm pretty well. I had tightened up the rigging yesterday, as you all saw, and well, the loose lines around the rigging. Gary worked on the rigging itself a few days ago, and I just sort of clear the deck of everything that wasn't, to be left there. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all back soon. Thanks again for the lovely gifts from the wish list, and the next project will be putting, or maybe it would have already happened by the time this video goes up, but the next project is actually when I'm going to put the freshwater system back together. So thanks a lot, folks. Bye for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. I really appreciate it. And if you know somebody who's interested in this sort of content, you can share it with them as well. Alright, bye for now. See you next Tuesday or Thursday if you're not a Patreon. Bye.